Ow. How?
I'm so sorry.
No,
that was such a
okay.
fail on my part.
It was a little
Wait, let me.
It's fine.
Wait, I can do better than that. Can we
Sure.
just try again?
Yeah,
Okay.
Mulligan. Why don't we?
Okay.
I'm not good at this stuff.
New in theaters, No Strings Attached, starring Ashton Kutcher and Natalie Portman. So, is it a see it, rent it, or skip it? Movie critic from fatguysatthemovies.com, Kevin Carr, is here with the answer. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Andy?
I'm great. Thank you for coming on this snowy Friday morning here.
I braved the snow and the roads and everything.
White-knuckled it up.
Yeah.
All right, Natalie Portman is fresh off a Golden Globe win for The Black Swan, and here she is in this comedy. Very different sort of role, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, very much, very much. This is a romantic comedy. It's an R-rated romantic comedy because it deals with some more raunchier topics about a woman who she's successful, but she doesn't want to have a relationship, but she wants to have friends with benefits, so to speak. So she chooses Ashton Kutcher, and they knew each other, and that's what they do.
For what?
And I mean, what guy wouldn't want to have Natalie Portman be like, I got a whole great job, and I just want you to just get in the sack with me a couple times. You'd be like, I'll do that.
But I don't want a commitment. I have to put my foot down. Well, how's the chemistry between the two of them?
Their chemistry's okay. The problem with this movie is just the writing. It's just sort of this ludicrous premise that they're doing another movie this summer on with Mila Kunis, by the way, called Friends with Benefits. But this is the first out of the gate. It's sort of a silly, it's a dumb premise, and it's trying to not be a standard romantic comedy, and I would just rather take a regular rom-com than we're not a regular rom-com.
Yeah, which ends up being a regular rom-com.
Yeah, and it just pushes all the buttons. It's directed by Ivan Reitman, who's done some good movies, but not lately. And you know, if you're gonna see a movie with Natalie Portman this weekend, make it The Black Swan.
Make it The Black Swan, which is winning all kinds of awards and Oscar buzz about that. I got to tell you, Ashton Kutcher, he was good on that Punk show, but I don't know how I feel about him as a leading man, even in a silly romantic comedy.
He's done I'm not anti-Ashton Kutcher. I think he's done some good stuff, and this is a good role for him. I mean, he did Valentine's Day last year, and so he works in the romantic comedy. There was just sort of, it's lacking sort of a heart and soul in this.
Yeah, nothing different about it, really.
Well, yeah. Not fun.
Your verdict on No Strings Attached with Natalie Portman and Ashton Kutcher.
Skip it. Skip it and go see Black Swan.
It sounds like a rental.
Yeah.
Sounds like something you rent when you're out of movies.
Maybe.
All right, there's another one coming out called The Way Back, which you have not seen yet, and only because there's been no advanced screening. Yeah,
they did some very small ones around the country. It's distributed by a smaller company called New Market Films, and they've always been trying to break in, but they really don't do a whole lot of screenings.
Well, the budget probably isn't there for these smaller companies, but what do we know about this movie?
Well, it's directed by Peter Weir, who's a fantastic director. He's done stuff like The Year of Living Dangerously and Witness and The Truman Show. So he's got this long history of doing really solid movies. It's a drama about some soldiers that escaped from a Siberian gulag in World War II.
Really?
And then they have to make it like 4,000 miles across India and the Himalayas. And it's basically, it's not a war movie in the sense that there's not fighting and violence, but it's them. It's the journey and trying to trying to survive the elements and what life throws at you.
Who's in it again, Kev?
Well, you got Colin Farrell, who you see there. You've also got Ed Harris, so you've got some good names in it. And like I said, you got Peter Weir behind it. I was sort of upset that they weren't screening this locally because it looks like a very interesting film.
I got to tell you, this I would see.
Yeah.
No Strings Attached, I don't think I would see.
No, I would say this will have less Natalie Portman in it. But
that's the drawback, isn't it?
It'll be a better movie, I think.
The Way Back, a period piece. All right, thanks so much for coming.
All right.
No Strings Attached, forget about it, and then take a chance on The Way Back. Kevin Carr, thanks for coming.
All right.
fatguysatthemovies.com. Amy.
What woman doesn't want strings attached? Come on. Really?
Exactly.
All right, well, need an escape.